What is what is going on, guys? I'm a bit red, I know. It is a new camera, it is a new setup. If you can see behind me, this is this this review is going to tax me, okay? I'm going to be stressed out this entire time as we're doing this because this is this is too big. This thing is too big. I should have tried a different way, but I didn't care. It's like jamming a square peg into a circle. So, or a circle into a square peg. So, yeah, this is gonna be an interesting review. Again, this is a new camera I have here set up. The camera that is set up for the review, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's going to overheat at some point. It's gonna go black for a second. Don't freak out. And I just have to reset the battery. We're trying to figure out a way to fix it. But we'll fix it. We'll get there, dude. We'll get there, I promise. So there's gonna be just a little bit of baby steps as I try to rejigger some of this stuff. Behind me is gonna change also. Over the next couple of weeks, you guys will see all of the figures are going to go into my garage. I'm fixing up my garage. I'm going to do a whole video of that. I think I'm going to live stream that, where I'm going to take my, it's like 150, 200 JOYTOY figures and pose them all up on the nice wall that I have set up. So we're going to do that in the next couple of weeks. We have the new, this is a new Elgato 4K camera. We have the, we have the $1,400 Canon R8, which overheats and it pisses me off because I paid so much money for that goddamn camera. But anyway, so this is a new camera here. As we do this review tonight, this is you're gonna have to bear with me because this is really, really big. Okay, I thought the Nemesis Dreadknight was large. It's not even close, dude. Like, you can fit like 3 of the Nemesis Dreadknight boxes, maybe 4, into what this box is. Okay, it is so humongous, but we're gonna get through it tonight. We're gonna unbox it. We're gonna do a comparison with the NDK, the Nemesis Dreadknight. We're going to do some comparisons with the some of the Primarchs that I have. I think I have Alphyrus out. But again, things are going to be changing. I'm going to have the, if you guys didn't see in my latest, one of my latest videos, I show you kind of like the head and the chest piece for the cosplay. That video is coming, by the way, soon. We're going to have a full video of me wearing it, going to walk around it and everything like that. But tonight, it's all about the Imperial Knight. So, yeah. So again, camera will at some point go black. And you're just gonna have to give me a second, and I have to reset the battery. So the camera needs a fan. I tried a camera, okay? I tried a fan on the camera, and it did not work. So I have my guy who's trying to figure out some stuff for it. But tonight we're going to have to go with this setup. It's 4K. I think it's 30 frames per second. It's gonna look really good. Again, I just have to reset the battery. Cross your fingers, maybe it won't happen. Maybe it won't because I bought a new battery, which is supposed to fix the issue. But really quickly, before we jump over, I want to see who is in here, who is saying hi. Let's see. So, we got live chat. We have, so Lone is in here. CyberArk was the first one who was in here. We got same time. Woo, this is late for you, dude. Thank you for coming on. We got our moderator, Mr. Sparks, in here as well. You are not late, dude. I am late. We got Adam Hobbies in here. Thank you for coming. And that is it. If you got some lurkers, that's awesome. If you're watching this on the replay, that is cool too. We're going to press the button here because I'm always going to forget to do this. Like and subscribe. Oh, I got to move this. This is not in a good spot. Oh, well, whatever. So if you guys, again, if you guys like this content, please like and subscribe so I know that, and I will continue creating stuff like this. I'm going to continue anyway because this is my hobby and I like doing this. So, all right. We're going to switch over to the camera. Now, because the camera could possibly go out, I'm going to give you a view of this same camera you see right now, but in a much smaller aspect. So kind of like what I'm doing gameplay, right? So it gives you something to look at if it goes black for a second. All right, so we're gonna jump over and you're gonna see just how big this goddamn box is because I can barely get it into frame. So like, I tried my best. So here we go. We're gonna see. Ready? 1, 3, 2, 1. There we go. So the box is so big, dude. I literally have my camera mount like as high as it could possibly go. As high as it could possibly go here. So it's very high. What I'm hoping is once we start doing the review and I start pulling it out, it's going to be much better, right? So that we won't have an issue where I'll be able to bring the NDK over and we'll be able to do some stuff. So again, we'll see. We'll see how this goes, but I'm hoping that and I have a big review stand, okay? I have a big review stand. And this thing is so huge. Now I'm hoping a lot of it is padding, right? And that once I get it out, I can bring the camera down a little bit. We can adjust the view and we'll be able to see what's going on. So I am going to go over there and start to unbox this thing. So I want you guys to wish me luck. Again, if the camera goes black, I heard it was 53 cm. We have, actually, do I have well, we'll measure it. I don't have a measuring tape right now on me, Adam, but we're going to take the Nemesis Dreadknight and we're going to compare it to that. So we're going to see. We're going to see exactly how big this is and what we're looking at. So again, you're not going to see me. Actually, can I move this up? Let's see if I can move this up a little bit so I can get a better view. No. Oh, here we go. There we go. A little bit higher. What kind of view is that? Yeah. That's a little better. So at least you can't see my head, but we're going to be looking at here. So here again, like this is my hand, and I don't have a small hand. Okay? This box is I can't even explain to you guys how massive this box is. So again, if you Moku, it'll be in pieces so you can review it before building it. Yes. So again, you know, hopefully as we start to pull this apart, that it's going to be better. Now again, I wanted you guys to be able to see the actual unboxing of it. Thank God I've been working out. This thing's heavy. But I wanted you guys to see the actual unboxing of it. Unfortunately, I don't think that's really gonna be the case here. I even have to like move it back so I can get the flap past the camera because it's so huge. Oh my God, yeah. All right, so, dude. Oh, this is so crazy, dude. Dude, this is monstrously big. I'm hoping that my display stand doesn't like fall over or something. Oh my God, dude. I'm gonna have to put this on the ground. You guys are gonna have to bear with me a second as I put this on the ground. And we'll put my second Alfurious there, just to give you an idea. That's the box for Alfurious, okay? So that's how big this box is. At least I will say this, the nice thing about JOYTOY is everything is displayed like it's a expensive product. Holy crap, dude. I'm gonna try to show you guys this just so you can get an idea of what it looks like in the box. Like this is the first thing after I pull out the carton of the display stuff. This is what I'm looking at. All right, that's how big it is, dude. And the Alfurious box, which I have my second Alfurious, is not small. Okay, it's not small. This is large. This is very large and big. Let me get this chair out of the way. A little bit. All right. By the way, what do you guys do with your boxes? So normally on other collectibles, I'll throw them out. But for this, how am I going to do this with the chair? Oh, I have an idea. But for this, and with all JOYTOY rather, with all JOYTOY figures and stuff, I've kept them, right? So I have a humongous collection of boxes because I plan on trying to do something cool with them. So, yeah, dude, this thing is huge. Wow. Holy crap. All right, so we can see the pilot over there on the side. He's like a Lego figure. It looks like a Lego figure. It looks like I have a Lego minifigure. this is a standard size figure too for like the Astra Militarum, right? But like this thing is so big. All right, we're gonna throw him on the side. Oh my god. What's good is well, I'm gonna have to take this off the display stand now and try to get this out. All right, so we got some instructions because it does have a battery. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. How am I gonna do this? I guess this just this is okay. It comes in two parts or multiple parts. So this is the first piece. This is the top part. You know, this is what I thought was going to be the case because if it's built like the Nemesis Dreadknight, the lower or middle half of this thing is where all the weight's going to sit because that's all the metal and steel of this thing. Oh my god. All right, let's do this in parts. Okay, we're going to show how it comes, the top portion that you can see right now. All right, I also have to fix the camera a little bit because this is so big. All right, how am I going to... Oh, that's right. I installed this. There we go. And again, it's not going to be the best shots like I normally have, and this is going to piss me off. But this is the portion that it comes in. All right, so you can see on the bottom here how this is situated. All right. This is number 2142. So that's my number on the night, 2142. I'll put it into chat too. I don't know if you guys can see that right there, 2142. So that is my number of the night. Let me put that into chat really quickly so you guys can see that. I'm going to highlight that chat really quick. And again, guys, I'm going to say it because I know it's going to wind up happening. We're going to have an overheating just for a quick second. The main camera will go black. I'll reseat the battery and everything will be fine. So this is 2142, which is my number. So let's check it out. So again, it's similar to how the NDK is built. We have the metal piece that's here. This isn't too heavy. You can feel some steel inside of there. We got the knight face, and I believe that the knight helmet, there's two eyes in there. And that's where the eyes glow, where the battery is that's going to go inside of there. And the neck's articulated and the face is articulated as well. And we can see the knight shield, House Terryn there. We got one of the autocannons on the side. Wow, the detail on this is awesome. They even put good shading all around the blue. I'm hoping that's coming out on this as well. Looks awesome, dude. Looks really good. By the way, if you guys want, I can change the light color to be more white if you guys aren't seeing the details on this. I think the details are pretty good though. And then we get the cockpit here. And let me make this a little brighter so we can get inside the cockpit. Where's my phone? There it is. Let's see. All right, let's make this a little bit brighter. By the way, if you guys are interested, the lights that I use are from Home Depot, and they're so great. I have 3 of these lights that can change color. You can dim them. You can do whatever you want with these lights. They're actually really awesome. So we're going to change the middle light, and we're going to bring this to a bright daylight. All right, so hopefully I can get the cockpit in there so you guys can see. I feel like I have to take off the thing. But that's the cockpit in there. That's pissing me off. It's hard to get the view totally in there. I want to see I want to get the cockpit view, but because this thing is here, it's like stopping. I'm gonna have to like take like a flashlight or something. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take my phone and I'll flip on the light so you guys can see in there. I was impressed with the cockpit when I first saw it on the display for JOYTOY. So when it first came out a while ago. All right, here's the light. Let me see if I can get this in there so you guys can see. And that's not working either. That sucks. I'm gonna have to figure out something because I want to show you guys the cockpit in here because it looks awesome. And there's actually on the top here, This is a see-through bluish light. Oh, dude, the detail on this thing is awesome. I guess it's going to be about this high. Holy shit. Wow, this thing is going to be tall as hell. Maybe this wasn't such a great it wasn't such a great idea to do. All right, so that is the upper portion of the knight. Again, from the bottom you can see the back of it looks awesome. The underneath, the rivets on the underneath of the shoulder pads they even got. And these are two metal. All this is metal here. This is metal. This is metal. So this is really good construction. We got the Mechanicus symbol on the back, which is great. We got the two massive smokestacks on either side. So two is 4. And these are articulated to the shoulder blades, or the shoulder pads rather. They just go up and down. And the shield, the shield's actually articulated too. Yeah, shield's articulated. So we got the mask, the head there as well. This feels a little bit loose. I'll be honest with you. Feels a little bit loose. Yeah, it's like drooping down. If you get it, it's like being held up by like that piece. And then we get the articulation on the autocannon here. So I am going to put this to the side because I want you to see what the inside of the box looks like. Oh god, this thing's gonna fall. I want you to see what the inside of the box looks like as well. Let's see. Because this is the... Here we go for the lower portion of it. And this is where all the weight's gonna come from. I'm trying to get it in here. So this is where all the weight's going to come from on here. This is all, oh yeah, this is all metal. This is like the NDK. This is all the metal and steel. This is where everything, and what's nice is the lower portion is so heavy that it's going to support the upper portion easily. You're never going to have a problem with any kind of toppling over sort of thing. So the bottom portion is where all the weight is situated, just like the Nemesis Dreadknight. So this is cool. All right, so let's put this to the side, and we'll start to pull out the leg pieces and the cannon. So first thing is we're going to take out, this is the cannon. This is, I think this is the right arm, or left arm. So here we go with the first cannon. We can see it has some nice, they did some nice shading on the end of the cannon, right, to show usage. And then not a lot of shading on the back end, but the bluish, you can see there's a little bit of a dark, there's a little bit of a grayish dark shading around some of the pieces here. So that's cool. This is super clean on the cannon portion. So that's cool. And it's these arms are super light. So you never have to have a worry about these cannon arms drooping. It's just like the Nemesis Dreadknight. These are super, super light. And we get the Mars from the Mechanicum. And then we get the side, geez, what is this called? I played MagFed for a while. You'd think I'd remember. This is the, shit. It's gonna kill me now. I'm not gonna remember this. The front shield looks really cool. And we got the House Terryn symbol here. And then I guess that's a, I don't know what symbol that is supposed to represent. But the autocannon looks awesome. Very cool. And then the articulation on it. Oh, actually that's cool. You can see it's, well, I mean, these are just plastic, but it's situated so that when it moves up and down, the portions of this are gonna move as well. So it's pretty cool. Nice and light. And on the back side of it, we can see the Mechanicum symbol. And dude, this thing's tall as hell. Look at this. This is about, let's get, and this is Alphyrus. By the way, Alphyrus is one of my favorite figures it's turned out to be. Oh, and one of the pieces came off. What does this go to? I'm gonna have to figure out what this one too. So here's Alphyrus compared to one of the autocannons, right? So that just gives you an idea of how big it actually is. Let me try, this is gonna bug me now. Let me try to fix this. Yay, somewhat even. At least it's not totally crooked. But yeah, Furious, this is just to give you an idea of the size of the autocannon compared to Furious. It's actually quite large. Alright, so let's put Furious back. And then we'll move on to the next one. So we got the autocannon out. And then the next one, this is going to be the chainsaw sword. Oh, this looks cool. Very nice. And it's not... Is this thing articulated? Oh my god, it moves. It does move. So the chainsaw blades are rubber. And the chainsaw actually moves. Is there like a button or something? This would be... See, now this would be awesome if it was motorized. This moves totally. Yeah, it's on a... It totally moves. And this is all rubberized. So this is the one time that JOYTOY did not make it too sharp, which is great. And this looks cool. We got a nice amount of shading on that as well. The Reaper chainsaw. Thank you, same time. And again, the same thing. We're going to have... It just moves back and forth. We can see that. Oh, it actually moves a little bit too. Oh, you can move it up and forward. That's nice. And again, we get the pipes that are attached to it. This is going to be a rubberized plastic. And again, the chainsaw blades are a rubber. This is very cool. I like this. I can't let my son see this because he's going to want to play with this. The next thing I know, this thing is going to be off the the rail here. Very cool. And we get a little bit of black shading over the blue. A little bit of shading on the of the bronze on top of the silver. We get the House Terryn. We get the Mars M40 here. Very cool. All right, that is the Reaper chainsaw sword. All right, so now comes the big piece, and this is going to be the legs. And I want to be careful to take these out. And I'm not grabbing them by anything that's going to be too... Oh, this is cool. Wow, look at the legs, dude. These are really awesome. Wow, so, and this is cool. This is actually articulated on here. This is a heavy type of rubber. This is the first time I've seen JOYTOY come out with anything like this with the banner. So you don't have to worry about this not sitting correctly because there's enough heft and weight to this that it's going to sit down. So it's not going to curl up or anything like that. So there's a nice heft and weight to it. The back side of the banner is not painted. You got some of the little flourish on the bottom is painted. It's a solid black. I would have liked to seen on the back side here the banner as well. Because I think they have banners on both sides of here. I mean, I'm nitpicking here, but this looks really cool. I like the shading also on the lower leg armor here as well. This looks really nice. Very cool. And again, articulation is going to be... Oh, these... Alright, no, these are not on ratchets. This is just a really strong joint. Wow. And then here's the feet. You can see here, the pistons drive back and forth. And then the piston drives back and forth when we move it to the left or right. That's cool. And the same thing on the left. A little bit interesting. The NDK, I'll check this here. I thought that the NDK had ratchets on its legs. But this is not going to go back that far because of the pipe that's sitting here. I mean, generally this this is about as far back as you're going to get it. I don't think the NDK, maybe I'm wrong. I thought the NDK had ratcheted joints on the legs. But we'll check that out. These look cool though. Very cool. And then the bottom feet, these are metal. And the reason why that's important is they have, with the, maybe here too, I think there's a magnetic base that comes with these. With the NDK, there's a magnetic base. I would assume that the same thing here is. You don't really have to worry about this because there's so much weight on this as well. Because I don't use the base for the NDK. So let's get this situated correctly here. As I was messing around with it. Alright, there we go. Nice and safe and steady. All right, cool. So now, up, the camera went down. That's okay. Let me reset the battery. Haha, I knew this was gonna happen. See? Let me just reset the battery. Boom, boom. And we'll be good to go. Let me just reset this. And there we go. I don't know why that happens. It is the biggest pain in the ass, dude. Because it's saying like it overheats. If it was overheating, it wouldn't work again, right? It wouldn't work. But it's going to work again for how long is this? How long will we go? So about 25 minutes, 25 minutes. So again, so the camera's back up. Everything is good. I think Spark was calling me, so I appreciate you calling me, Spark. And I want to see, actually, I don't think they actually gave you a metal base with this. The NDK came with it. Like a full metal base to sit the Nemesis Dreadknight on. It didn't really need it, to be honest with you. Yeah, this one does not come with a metal base like the Nemesis Dreadknight came with. Alright, so we're going to get to the portion where we're going to put this bad boy together. So let me just put the pieces back in here of this box. And we'll get this back going. What's up, DG? You're not late. You guys are not late. We always are on time. You can always watch it on replay. You can watch back what we were doing. By the way, I'm going to do a review video right after this. You guys are getting the unboxing. Not doing the unboxing again. So I'm going to do a review video on this. You guys are seeing everything, so you don't have to watch it, but I am going to do a normal video on this, so that will be out there as well. So, all right, so we got the bottom portion of the legs, and we got the top portion of the arm. What I think actually will be smart with the way that this is situated is if I put the arms first on here, because I think if I get the legs on, it's going to be too much of a pain in the ass to do this. So yes, this will be the right hand. So again, you can see where it's just going to fit. This is all plastic, and this is the metal joint where this is going to sit. So this is going to go right onto here. Let's see. I would feel like there's going to be I'll hear a lock or something. Oh man, I feel I'm gonna push the table down. You guys are gonna see on live. Everything's gonna fall apart. Now, one of this piece came off. I guess this is. Oh, this was situated right here. Right? Yeah. That is supposed to go right there. Okay, cool. All right, so we got the Reaper chain sword on here. I feel like this needs to. No, it's down as far as it's gonna be. I don't get a lock on it. I felt like you'd hear like a lock or a clink on this, but I guess not. And then we got the auto cannon here. Man, I'm almost knocking everything over, dude. So we got the auto cannon. Dude, I'm trying to do this so you guys can see what I'm doing. This thing is so huge and awkward. Oh my god. Alright, so here we go. We're going to throw the autocannon on. Let's see if I can get this in here. What are you doing? Come on. There we go. There we go. Got it. All right. All right, so this is what it looks like with the weapons attached as I drop it. So very cool. All right, and so now I know where that extra piece came from. It must have come off on here. There's a piece, either that or it's an extra one. No, it's right here. I know where it's supposed to go. Right here. Aha. Let's situate that down there. All right, cool. So that is the upper portion all together, and we're gonna get the legs in. Ooh, don't want to be sitting this on the pipes. So we're gonna get the legs in here, and this is the chance for the entire display to fall apart because I'm gonna have to push on this to get the the upper portion on here connected. So yeah, let's see. Oh my god. All right, so again, from my perspective, as another piece fell off. From my perspective, this piece has got to go onto here. I know what piece it is. All right, so. Oh my god. Dude, this thing is really big. Oh my god, I feel like I need to, like. I gotta grab it. Over there. Come on, go down. It's going down. Come on. It's almost there. Alright, we got it. Oh my god, it's almost gonna knock everything over. Holy crap, dude, this thing's huge! Dude! I thought it would be smaller! I don't know why. I don't know where this is supposed to go. I'll figure it out later. Dude, this thing is huge. Holy crap. Thought I would be able to bring the camera back, but I don't think so. Look at the size of this! Look at this, the height on this thing. Oh my god, I can't even get it into the camera. Wow. Holy crap. We're going to have to do a laydown in just a minute. But this is... wow. So, is there any pipes in the back? There's a little bit. But this gives you an idea of just how big this is. Like a small child. This is literally a toddler. I know I saw the picture of the dude who put this this thing strapped into his car, into the child seat essentially. I mean, that's what this is. Dude, this is, to give you an idea, here's Alfurius. Okay? Alfurius is here to its feet. I can't even do a proper... Shit. I can't even do a proper, like, show of, like, how big it is. I'm gonna have to switch... I have to bring the camera, swap the camera down, and then get the NDK on here with the Nemesis, with the Imperial Knight here. Holy crap, dude. This thing is so humongous. Oh my god. I don't know why I thought this was going to be small. But it is. It's so huge. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to go back to full screen. And you guys can see me adjusting the camera for a frontal view. And I'll get the NDK in here as well. So let me... Shit, actually, is this going to even be... How am I going to do this? I guess I could bring it back. Yeah, I'm going to have to bring it back. Look at this. On-the-fly adjustments for the review. Dude, this is crazy. Alright, let me... I have this monster-sized box here, too. I can't even get it out of my room. Because this is too big. Alright, we're going to stick this under here. And then we're going to attempt... Oh, I can't even get my chair out. Jeez. We're going to attempt to switch the camera view from a top-down to a forward-facing so that I can get a better idea for you guys to see how it is. I wonder how it will look next to Angron. Yeah, dude. This thing is so big! Like, it literally... The camera is as high as it can go. Okay? It's about 2 feet, 3 feet from the ceiling. Granted, this is low ceilings where I am, but still, like, this is crazy. All right, let me I'm gonna swing it back to full screen. All right, so you guys can see. I feel like I did a second workout. Holy crap! That was the second one. This is the second workout for today. All right, let me bring this camera down. And how am I going to do this? I think I could do it this way. All right, let's move this. So this is my, as I'm talking to you guys, as I'm doing this, this is my display. This is my arm that I bought off of Amazon, so it holds the camera up. So I'm able to do reviews like this. And we're going to bring these over here. Why are you getting stuck? Shouldn't be getting stuck. Alright. Alright. We're gonna bring this over here. Because I'm gonna need as far out as possible. We'll reattach it to this nice nice table that I bought. And we're gonna try to get these cables out of the way so I'm not killing myself. Alright, and now the magic arm. God. How am I gonna do this? Alright, I can unscrew this and bring this whole thing down. Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to take this off actually. Now I have a wide lens on this Canon camera, and what I'll do is I'll reseat the battery too before I bring it over. Oops, and that is the wrong. Why is this? Bear with me 1 second, guys. I don't know why that just happened. Okay, here we go. Oh, I wonder why I was tightening the wrong thing. Okay. Tightening the wrong thing. Here we go. This is going to tighten this. There we are. Alright. We'll bring this down. And then I'm going to get... I guess I'll get the end... Well, first I'm going to see if I can actually get this correctly situated. If I can, then we're going to bring the NDK over after you guys get a front view of this monster. And then we'll be able to bring the NDK over and some of the other things as well. So, by the way, this arm I'm using on the camera here is called a small rig, and it's actually really awesome. So how it works is this entire bar is articulated, and as I unscrew or untighten this, it actually untightens the entire bar. So everything on this bar is now loose. So I'm able to get the camera in a decent position. Wow. Dude. Dude, this thing is so humongous that I don't even know like the best way to do a front-facing camera view on this. Holy crap. Alright, let's see. Alrighty. Alright. That's good. I think that's probably... It's going to be a little awkward, but at least you guys can get a better view. Alright. I'm going to reseat this battery in the meantime. Oh, let me move this because this is very tight. There we go. Alright. I'm going to reseat the battery and we'll be good to go. Then we won't have to worry about the camera shutting down. Alright, there we go. Back on. It is fully on. Whew! Don't his wings go about to 21 inches? I don't know, dude. This thing is humongous, dude. This is huge. Alright, so... Oh, no! I knocked all of the Alpha Legion over. No big deal. They're tough guys. They'll be able to take it. Alright, so... I'm gonna have to bring it back even farther. This is a wide lens, too. Wow. Oh my god. How I get... Holy crap, man. Not the most well thought out review, I'll say that. I didn't expect it to completely challenge everything that I have as far as the setup. So, that is better. That's a lot better. And yeah, I think that's good, right guys? I think that's good. So we're going to lock it in. Again, I can't tell you how awesome. I can't, like, say how many times, like, this magic arm thing that I'm using for the camera is. Like, this is, if you guys are doing any type of reviews or anything, and you want to be able to go from a top-down view to a forward-facing view for your reviews, this is the absolute best option for it. Let me see. Alright, we're going to turn off the info. And there we go. Alright, and then I should be able to move the camera. Look at that. Look how professional I am. Alright, so that gives you an idea of how freaking huge this thing is. Dude, he's absolutely like, he's bigger than my display. Okay? If we take, because Alphyrus fell over, so I can't take him. We're going to get the Siege Dreadnought in here from the Sons of Horus. And we're going to show you. Look at this. He literally can stand underneath him with no problem. Oh my god. Let me get the lights on a little bit more. It's a little bit dark here. Hold on. Little bit dark. There we go. These lights are awesome too, by the way. We're going to go with warm. And we're going to go with warm. Still, it's not enough light on the front too because it's so dark. Let me think what I can do. Oh, I know what I can do. I know what I can do. We're going to have to turn you off. But I have another light here I can do, so you guys can get a better idea of the color from the front of it. Let's do... I'm going to have to set your... No, there we go. Yeah, that's good. I think I can make this a little bit brighter too. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah, there we go. Nice and bright. Nice and bright as I have a million cables around me. But we can situate this right here so we get some more light on it. So that gives you guys an idea of just how big this friggin' thing is. Wraith, the first step is admitting you have a problem. I do not have a problem. I had a problem when I was collecting too much shit. At least I've narrowed it down to one particular thing. So again, so this gives you an idea. Here is the Siege Dreadnought. So if you guys have this monster, this is how big it is next to the the knight, right? Then we're gonna grab the, well, here is Abaddon from the Horus figures. So here is, just give you an idea, there's Abaddon striking a pose with this new helm. Looking pretty cool. And then we're going to bring over the Redemptor Dreadnought as well. This figures go flying all over the place. Yeah, we're going to bring over the Redemptor. Just for a scale comparison. Then we'll bring out my favorite, which is the end. I have another NDK to open up, by the way, too. So here we go. This is the Redemptor Dreadnought, to give you an idea. So, yeah. Let me bring it a little bit. And I can bring this down. Look at that. That is a nice picture. That is a nice display picture, I would have to say. That is quite awesome. Dude, that looks crazy. Look at the size of the knight. Now, granted, it's a $700 quote-unquote figure, right? We're saying it's a figure. Dude, this thing is like the size of a small child. I thought the Nemesis Dreadknight was big. Man, I do think I have a problem because I bought the Raven House Knight. Dude, this thing is so huge. I'm looking at this right now. I'm like, what the hell was I thinking? Some of the people, some of the guys who were like, yeah, I'm not going to get this because I don't have room. I'm like, I got room. No, I don't. I don't have room for this. This is not going to be going like this is going to have to go into the. At least I'm fixing out my garage area so I can get all the everything displayed. But dude, this thing's so huge. Dude, it is humongous, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, we're gonna take. I'm gonna. What you guys are seeing here, I'm gonna take some pictures. We'll put them on Instagram. Where's my phone? Let me take a picture now. So that this is definitely gonna be going on Instagram. Definitely. Where's my camera? So what do you guys think so far? I'm gonna take out the NDK in a minute, but are you guys impressed with the size of this thing? Are you dismayed? Do you think it should have been better? It's so big, I don't even know what to do with it. Like if this is like the Redemptor Dreadnought, I'd be like, oh, I'm just gonna play with it and pose it and like show you guys what it does. I'm in like shock and awe right now because I don't know what the hell to do with this. All right, let's get a picture here. I'll get my knife out of the way just in case I get in trouble. I should light up all the... I actually know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. Probably going to set fire to my house, but we're going to light the candles. All right, we're going to light the candles on this. Send it to me. I'll keep it safe for you. We're lighting the candles. Now, hopefully nothing goes on fire. Dude, I'd be so embarrassed. Alright, so we're going to move this forward just a tad so we don't have to worry about things. So many damn wires here, dude. Alright, as I almost put the backdrop on fire. That was pretty good. You guys are going to see a live fireman call because Wraith has set fire to his display. Wow, that is close to being put on fire. I'm going to take a picture quick because I don't trust that shit is not going to go on fire. Alright, we are going to dim the lights a little so we can get a better picture of this. Let's see. Yeah. Let's dim the lights a little bit. So this is going to go down to here. And then we will do this one down to here. That's good. You know what? Actually, I can do it like this. And then we're gonna have to lower the light here. So we can get, we're not going to completely take this away, but we are going to lower this just to a tiny bit to get a nice amount of light. Now that's a nice shot. Should probably invest in electric candles. No, I have electric candles behind me, Motu. But I like the real thing for these displays. Granted, I know I'll probably set something on fire, and then my wife will kill me, and then I'm not gonna be able to do these things anymore. Oh yeah, dude, this looks awesome. Great picture. Let's see if we can get a top down here. Cool, very nice. All right, so let us do the thing that I wanted to do. I just did a comparison. Angron's head is still almost exactly the same height as the Knight's head. Is it really? Is Angron that big? It's impressive. I love the paint. I think it's as big as it needs to be. I'm still glad I didn't get one. That's okay. That is completely fine. Listen, having this thing out now, I'm like, wow, this thing's bigger than I thought it was it's gonna be. Maybe I made a mistake. I definitely made a mistake ordering the Raven House one. Because I got the Raven House one coming as well. So, yeah, probably not the best idea. Alright, so we're gonna take out... We're gonna move Abaddon. By the way, I have the new helm on Abaddon. I don't know if you guys saw. I think I did. Was it when I did the patches? I put the helm on Abaddon. So this is the custom head from Cool Toys Club. So this is the 30K version of him. Pretty awesome. Definitely needed a helmeted head. All right. So now we are going to. How am I going to do this? Blah 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 blah. We'll leave the Redemptor. We'll move the Siege Dreadnought. Okay. I'll put him on the floor. And then we're going to bring over, oh my god, the NDK. I can grab him by the leg, right? Oh my god, this is still heavy. So this was the old champion of I'm the biggest bitch around. Okay, now just look at this. Oh, yeah, we're going to have to get the Redemptor out of here. Sorry, buddy. Redemptor is going to have to go. We'll put you over here. Shit, I'm like afraid to like move this thing. Not because it's going to fall apart, but because I'm worried about my display stands. Alright, here's the Knight. And here's the Nemesis Dreadknight. And I love the Nemesis Dreadknight. I know that there's a lot of people who are like, oh, it looks like a baby walker. I think that this is awesome. Wow, what the heck? That is an amazing picture, dude. Absolutely amazing. Look at that. Dude. You can't see anything behind that Knight. And the Nemesis Dreadknight's like, yeah, I got a couple inches before the top of the roof. Oh my god, dude, this thing is so huge. This dwarfs the Nemesis Dreadknight. Absolutely dwarfs it. I have 2 of these Nemesis Dreadknights. Second one I still have to open, but I don't know what I was thinking. Man, I originally was going to order 2 of these Knights, but I was waiting to see if they would come out with the Raven, with the red one. I didn't know it was Raven House, but I was going to order 2 of the House Terryn Knights. Fix his shoulder flint. And then I was going to get 1 painted up as Canis Rex, but I couldn't find any painters who would be willing to do the paint on this, especially because they didn't really know how it was going to be to apply paint. So I canned that idea, and I was like, you know what? I'll just wait for the Raven House one. God damn, dude, that auto cannon is so huge. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get, once they announced the Raven House one, I was like, I'm just gonna get the Raven House one. I'm not gonna get 2 of the House Terryn Knights. So, but I did get 2 of the NDKs, right? So that's pretty cool. I no, well, I'm getting to, yes, I'm getting the House Raven, the Raven House one that was announced, which is the red one. That's going to come, they say sometime in December. I don't think it's going to come in December. I think that it's going to come probably sometime in February. But yeah, I got the second red one. So you guys are going to get another review like this, and I'll be able to show both of the monsters together, and they're going to collapse my display stand. So my wallet would be happy. Knight the extra. Yeah, like I said, I think this is an awesome picture. Actually, let me grab a picture of this too. This looks crazy, dude. Crazy. Oh my god. So, are you guys? So, is anybody interested in grabbing the Knight if you haven't pre-purchased it already? I know that Lone, you canceled yours, right? Are you interested in grabbing this after seeing the review, or you're kind of like CyberRat, you guys are kind of glad that you canceled it because it's just too big? Like, is that, oh my god, I can't even get them all into like, I'm trying to get like a sideways shot. Oh my god, dude, the size is just ruining the picture. But yeah, are you guys interested in picking? Is anybody in the chat interested? Anybody? I guess first of all, my question is anybody in the chat? Oh, can I do a poll? Where's the poll? Where's the poll? I can't do a poll. Well, I'm gonna do a talking poll. Is anybody in the chat getting this besides me? Am I the only idiot who picked this up? Right? Or is there other people who are also going to grab this? And if there's nobody else in the chat that's grabbing this, are you guys interested in picking this up? Or I guess the other question is, are you getting the House Raven one? the red one that they announced that's coming out. It's about $70 cheaper than this one. Which, to be honest with you, doesn't make sense. Why would it be $70 cheaper? I'm glad that it's cheaper because I picked it up. But yeah, like I said, I think that I think this is awesome. I think that this is going to look awesome in my display for when I have everything set up. This is probably going to be the centerpiece. I'll have this with all of my Astra Militarum figures and that set up. And then I'll have the 2 Nemesis Dreadknights with the Grey Knights, as well as the... Shit, I have the... You know what I'm going to do? Let's compare... Let's throw the... Oh my god. Another guy fell. So this is the... This is the brick. This is the little square buddy for the Nemesis... For the Grey Knights, rather. So this is the Vulnerable Dreadnought. You can see how tiny he looks compared to the Knight. Yeah. Very tiny. Very tiny. Very tiny indeed. And then we get the only other big one to kind of compare it to, which we haven't shown yet, is the... Shit, I forgot the Dreadnought name. But this is the Sons of Horus one. And you can see just how big... Like, it's literally like... Like, that Dreadnought looks like a small child. It absolutely looks like a small child. I think I could be tempted if it was a Chaos Knight. If I was the money, I would buy 5. I have the space. I'll get it later. Oh, cool. So you are going to get... Yeah. Oh, by the way. So let me... Yes. So, if you watch... Where are they? Shit. On Sunday, I did a live stream showing the... Here they are. Showing the patches. I'll go really quickly to a full screen to show you the Purity Seal patches that came in. And let's jump over here really quick. Alright, so these are the Purity Seal patches that came in. So if you guys know my patches, it's the same quality on the top portion here, which is like the wax symbol. Right? And then the middle portion with the white wraith name and the skull is going to be glow in the dark. And then the back of it is cool. All the black is a Velcro. So you'll be able to Velcro and stick it onto anything. And then on the cloth portions, you can't actually tear this. It's like a it's almost like the material that they use for vests, for military vests. So these are awesome. So yeah, so I'm going to be giving out some of these to I'm going to actually go to New York Comic Con this year. I'm going to get dressed up as a full Grey Knight and Interceptor Grey Knight, and then I'm going to have them attached to my cosplay, and I'll be giving out a bunch to people that are there. I'll probably give out like 5 or 6 to folks because I'm going to be there dressed up there Friday and Saturday. The other patches I'm going to give out, there was about 10, I think there's 10 people in the Discord that want them. So I'm going to send them the OGs from the Discord. There are a couple people who are also supporters of the channel. So I'll give you guys ones as well. And then the rest, I had about 200. So I'm probably going to give out about 50 of them. And the other 150 are going to go up for sale. Not for sale, per se, so I don't get in trouble. But they're going to be... I'm going to open up a Patreon probably sometime in December. And these will be a portion of what you get for Patreon. Right? And it's a way for me to have somebody who wants to support the channel get a subscription to Patreon. And then they get the patch. Right? They are Cordono Nylon. Correct. They're the same... they're the same as the patches. There's pretty much the same as what is on the tactical vests. That's the easiest way of saying it. How's the patch look adorned on the Knight? Dude, I'm gonna have it on, like I said, I'm gonna have like 5 or 6 of these on my cosplay. But yeah, this looks. I mean, the colors are perfect, right? Like the colors are perfect for Grey Knights. I didn't even mean to do that, to be honest with you. It kind of like happened that way. But I'll be at Comic-Con this year dressed up as a Grey Knight. And then I'll also be at Legion's Con this year too, which I know that T3 is going to be going to. So, but I did not mean to make this about patches and cosplay. So let's finish the review here. So again, we got the Nemesis Dreadknight. We compared all the Dreadnoughts to this thing, and this is dwarfing them all. By the way, the funny thing about this is, and then obviously people who are Warhammer fans will know this, this is the smallest of the knights, right? By the way, we're going to throw Diablo in here, just so, this is such a cool figure. There's Diablo, right? I actually want to do a comparison between him and Angron when Angron comes out. Because he's actually quite large as well. So I hope I did not break anything. But yeah, so that is the knight. We are going to finish up this review now. I have the other figure, the pilot, to open up, which we will do. Alright, let's see. So we got the NDK. That's quite a nice size comparison, so you guys can see what to expect from that. And then for the knight itself, oh my god, dude. It's not super heavy, but it's heavy enough where I'm just worried that it's going to break the display stand. Maybe I can get... how can I do this? I want to show you guys the inside of the cockpit. I know that there's pictures online that you can see, but I really want to show you, see if I can get this. Why is that changing color? There we go. Alright, so this is the, let's see, actually I'm going to blow out the candles, because I'm not going to, like, burn shit. Yeah! My lungs work. Alright, so let's see. So that is the cockpit. Oh my god. This is such an awkward way to, like, do the review. So this is the cockpit. I don't even know. Nope, you can't see shit. Good job. There we go. That's kind of the view. It's hard as hell to get the light, but let's see if I can get, it's this top, yeah, it's the top piece that's stopping it, but that gives you an idea of what the cockpit looks like in there, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so let's get the driver out before I break something, and let's show you how he looks. Alright, there is, so here is the driver, and what's cool is he comes with an alternate head. Oh, he's got his, so he's got the, his little power pack that he's holding. I know this is not a great review of this figure like this. What do I have? Do I have something? Yeah, I have something I can use. Let's do this, so you guys can see just the figure. Haha! Alright, so I come ready. So this is the figure. And it's not... I'm gonna have to do like a... I don't want to move the camera right now, but this is the figure that it came with. The driver. This looks terrible. I'm not even gonna try this. This is embarrassing. I'm gonna have to do like a... on the full review, you guys can see like close-ups of the figure. But this is the driver. And where is his helm? Here's it is. Okay, he comes with... What is this shit that's in here? So there's a metal bar. I'm gonna have to look at the instructions and see what that is. He comes with an extra hand. He comes with a display stand. And then he comes with his extra... So his helmeted head, which is we are going to stick on here. And that goes... Oh man, this joint. And that goes just like that. And he's got the same pauldron setup as, except for that side, That's the only difference. And then this, tell me this comes, oh my god. It's, how is he supposed to sit? This lunchbox is pipe attached to him. I guess I'm gonna have to see in there. Is there a spot for him to put his lunchbox? Is he always going to have his lunchbox attached to him? Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see how the hell to do this. Because he's gonna look goofy as hell. This has got to come off somehow. Watch me rip the pipes. Nope, this does not come off. Shit, I'm gonna have to figure out what the deal is with him. But this is the driver. Alright, let's just get him on the stand below him. Actually, you know what? We're not gonna cop out. We're gonna get him to stand by himself. We don't need no stand. These guys friggin' lunch. Why is his lunchbox always attached to him? Let's get his feet down. And that gives you an idea. Oh, we got two hands actually. This is like parts came off. So this is, why are you so heavy? There we go. Alright. So there's the driver with his lunchbox ready to, god damn it. Come on, stand. So there's the driver with his eternal lunchbox. You need to do a real review of the precepts. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna do a full review. This is just so you guys can see and get an idea of what we're looking at here and what my first reaction to it is. I'm not gonna do the unboxing on the review. That's just for the live. I'm just gonna review this thing right after we're done with this live, and then I'll put out the video probably in like a week or so after I finish editing it. So, but yeah, other than that, this looks awesome. So what do you guys think? What is your overall view on this? Do you think that it do you think that it's worth, I mean, nothing is worth $700, right? To be honest with you, nothing is worth, it's only worth it if it's worth it to you. And to me, yes. This is better than, this is a wow factor for me that I haven't had with anything I've picked up at all. This is the first wow factor collectible that I've had. I've had I'm looking right now at the Hot Toys Iron Man Punisher that came out, right? That was awesome, but this is on a whole other level. Like, and the really cool thing about this for me for Warhammer is this is stuff that I'm just learning about. I did not know about this before, so this is not like a HasLab G.I. Joe thing where I had it as a kid and now I'm getting it as an adult. And that's fine. It's just for me, this is more excitement because I've never had anything like this, and now I'm learning about it. And that's fun to me. That's probably the most fun aspect of this. I can't wait to show this to my son. My son is going to freak out when he sees this. He's wanted to play with my Nemesis Dreadknight, and I've let him play a little bit with it until he popped out one of the pipes. I'm like, oh, yep, that's enough. We're done playing with the Nemesis Dreadknight. So when he sees this, and his favorite color is blue, when he sees this, he's going to freak out. Because this thing is absolutely amazing looking, so... I'm worth Yes, Lone, you are worth $700, sir. It was all on 40K. If I was all in on 40K, I would get it, but I'm not. I've got about 3 hobbies I'm into, so space and commitment and cost are the issue. I agree. Like I said, I've narrowed down all of my hobbies that I've had except for the the cosplay outfit, which is expensive. But I've narrowed down my collecting to just Warhammer 40K. That is it. I buy maybe when I go to Legions Con, I'll pick up a couple of Mythic Legions, maybe here and there. Then again, I did buy the Bathier Dragon. God damn it, forgot about that. So okay, so I'd say probably about 5% of my collecting is maybe Mythic Legions if you factor Bathier into it. The rest is all Warhammer 40K. So, an Ultramarine in the making. I bought the Mythic Legion's Dragon earlier. You did? Very cool. Yeah, I picked up Bathier also. I went to, each year I go to Legion's Con, Motu Moku, and because it's local to me. I'm in on the East Coast, so it's not far. And I love Mythic Legions, and I love the Four Horsemen. So it's a very easy get to me, and I've gone each year that they've had it, and so I'm going to go this year, and I'll be dressed up as a Grey Knight again. So that should be fun. It's called Controlled Addiction. Yes, it is. It is. As long as you can control it and you keep it in perspective, and for this hobby, I make enough money that I can afford these things, and so this is what I have fun with. So I get to share it with you guys too. You guys, if you don't want to pick this stuff up, like I don't pick everything up from JOYTOY. There are things I don't buy. It might not seem like it, but there are things I don't buy. And so if you guys want these bigger ticket items that I pick up, you can live through me on these reviews about. So 40K is about 90% of what I bought lately, but I'll admit that. Yeah, some of the stuff from JOYTOY has actually absolutely been killing it. I didn't expect to buy the Alpha Legion like I did, but again, this is awesome. So, all right, guys, I am going to call it there before the camera cuts itself off again, and I'm going to do a full review on this. So you guys will see that, and we'll do close-ups of the precepts. I'll also show the light because I gotta install the battery. You gotta look at the directions, see how to do that. Yeah, so we'll do a full review on that. That'll be out in, I don't know, maybe a week or so. But you guys got the live review, so you are all situated. You got your nice fix for the Imperial Knight from House Terryn. So I plan on getting Angron eventually after I see reviews. So you have come to the right place. I got Angron also. So I should be getting, I would assume, Angron in like a month. Thank God he's not as big as this, and I'll be able to do kind of a regular review. But the cool thing is I will say this: I've had to really push this magic arm for the camera to its full extent. So that I'm happy with. So I don't need anything additional for the recording of this, because I think that this came out pretty good. We got a top-down review, which was whatever. Like, this thing is huge. But I think the forward-facing review and the shots of it were actually pretty cool. And we'll do, before we close up shop, before I lose the camera, before it dies again on me, we're going to do a quick 360 on the Knight. So this is the side view. And we'll put his Reaver chain. Watch it die on me right as I'm about to do this. So this is the side view with his Reaper chain sword. And then the back. Oh my god. Well, we knew one thing was going to eventually fall. So one thing. Good thing I blew out all those candles. I'm actually happy I blew those candles out. Nothing broke, so that's good. There's actually a stained piece of glass too. So we'll pop that back in there. We'll have that happen again. So that's a first, right? That's cool. I never had anything fall on my display. So this is the back of the Imperial Knight. You can see all the attention to detail on all the pipes and everything. We got, obviously we saw this before when I was showing it singly, but now as one piece you can see everything. And then we got a symbol on the back top here. And then as we bring it around to the autocannon, you can see the autocannon with it as well. And then we bring it back to the front. Very cool. I am very happy with this. This is going to be the centerpiece of my JOYTOY collection until I get the House Raven. Actually, it's a shared centerpiece. I have my two Nemesis Dreadknights. Those are a shared centerpiece, as well as this Imperial Paladin Knight of House Terryn. So it's awesome. I may get Angron. I'm leaning that way after I originally wasn't planning on it. But it is likely to do. I'm likely to do a Dio with Lion or Sanguinius. Yeah. The only problem with Angron that I see is he, in all the pictures that we've seen him, it's been that display stand, that flight stand holding him on the ground. So I feel like he is going to be very, very back heavy with that, with those wings and the tail. So unless you can use the tail to stand him up, right, where all his weight is sitting on that, and then we lost the camera. Let me flip this really quickly. So crazy. What do we get? 20 minutes? I guess it's 20 minutes before the camera goes dead. All right, there we go. Camera's back. It does not make any sense because there's no... It's not overheating. Because if it was overheating, it would immediately not come back on. So that does not make any sense. But, yeah. Again, like I said, the only problem with Angron for me is the tail and the wings. I feel like it's going to be very, very back heavy. So you're going to have to either have that flight stand attached to him all the time, or you're going to have to lean him back on his tail if you can get him to situate that far back without some weird look of his stance. So, all right, guys. So we had some fun tonight. I am now going to take the next half hour, hopefully only half hour, and do a full review, tape it, and then I'll get it out sometime next week. One other quick thing as well. I am not going to be around the rest of this weekend, which is why I wanted to get this one done. So unfortunately, no Space Marine 2 stream tomorrow night. No Toy Hammer After Dark on Sunday. I know all you guys are sighing. Oh, ooh. But I will do a Toy Hammer Dark after dark on Monday night. So 11 o'clock on Monday night, we're going to go through the news. It'll be a quick one. We got some Iron Warriors that were released by JOYTOY. That was pretty much it. I was expecting that we would get Perturbo this week, but it looks like from some of the folks in chat, especially DG, that we're not going to get Perturbo possibly for another 6 weeks. So unfortunately, we're not going to get him. We got some Iron Warriors, which came out, and then we'll talk about those on the on Monday. We'll do a Monday show. So 11 p.m. on Monday, guys. All right, as usual, guys, if you like this content, is my button work? Yes, it works. Like and subscribe, guys. Be on the lookout for the full review on this. Also, I have some more shorts that are going up. Today, we had some, as well as over the weekend. You guys will have some more shorts. So I always appreciate if you guys like those shorts and if you comment on them. So it helps the algorithm and it makes me understand if you guys do like this stuff, especially the shorts that I do. So, all right, guys, we're going to call it there. Have a good night and have a good rest of the weekend. I will be back on Monday, guys. If you want anything else, reach out and let me know. By the way, message me if you guys want to be part of the Discord. All right, guys. As usual, we'll go to a full screen and we'll call it a session. All right, guys. As usual, have a good night, guys, and I'll be talking to you. All right, guys. I'm out. Later.